Okay guys, we are outside now. Now this is actually kind of cool. So this turns into a normal wheelchair that anyone can push, as long as, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but down here there's levers. There's a lever that says no, this is no kicking, but it says manual, and then you turn it down to power, and that is what will let Tim be able to manually, or is it manual? To do it on his own. So
it locks the brakes.
And
it's only it can't
move.
Yes.
If it's in the power, when it's set to manual, it can move. So there's no brake system. So you have to put it in power in order for the brakes to be engaged. So okay, remember Tim is 6'2". He's 300 pounds. And I'm just moving you this way, okay? So, and then he'll show you what it looks like also. He did not want to put the seatbelt on, so we don't have that on there. Let's see. So I have to help him with his right leg. Not a big deal, it sits there. So we're gonna watch him use this. Tim was our groundskeeper, and since he's been hurt, our house went to poop, so I'll ignore everything. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera this way so I can see what he's doing. There we go.
I have it turned down on the lowest level.
Okay, so it's on the hair.
Yeah.
Basically, when you have the, what is it, the hair and the rabbit and turtle. Rabbit and turtle, that's what my sewing machine does. So you are on the rabbit, no, turtle. So he's on turtle.
Now I'm on rabbit.
Now you're on rabbit. Oh gosh, you guys. Tim used to ride motorcycles, so. The other way, honey. Here, let me back up. That way you can use the whole driveway. Okay. This is his first time on a motorized scooter. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna slow it down.
That's too fast. So I will tell you guys that we have a GoFundMe because there's a lot of behind the scenes happening over here. But Tim was a fire captain, and right now we're only on disability because we're working on getting his stroke covered because he had high blood pressure. Either or. But anyways, so we had to pay. That thing was $35.53. So $3,553. So it's not cheap, but our insurance, I guess for most insurances, they say that this motorized scooter like this for him is a non-essential item, so it is not covered, so you have to pay for it. So that was a big time bummer. So we have a GoFundMe to try and help us with our yard, to try and help pay for the scooter, you know, things like that. So it's just, you know, you never prepare for this kind of thing. So, but so far so good. What do you think?
I like it.
It's gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. I mean, it looks great. It'll give us a little bit more freedom because I don't know. I mean, if you're in our boat where we've never, Tim and I, we've never had a family member have a stroke or a heart attack or anything, you know, major like this trauma, and so we didn't know what to expect. So he is the first stroke survivor in the family, and so we're, you know, day by day we learn something new. We, you know, insurance wise, health wise, his abilities, you know, things like that. We're learning as we go, but we're doing the best we can. And it's just when you don't realize, you know, when people park in the handicap who aren't handicapped, how awful it is. You know, you already knew how awful it is, but you didn't realize how even more awful it is, right? And then, you know, unisex bathrooms, you know, those, you need a unisex bathroom in every area, but you don't get that either. So it's just, you know, a lot of things we're learning. And then one of the things we're learning too is grocery stores like Walmart's and Target's and Whole Foods, their scooters are crud because they get used so much all day long, I'm sure. And so when they're new, I'm sure they're great. But when they die, so the scooters die, or they don't work, you know, etc., etc. So we were limited on where we could go because of that reason, because they were so cruddy. And are you guys watching them just play around? And yeah, and so to have his own transportation that I can pull out of the trunk, it'll stay in our trunk full time, will give us a lot more freedom, you guys, a lot more freedom. So that is amazing. And yeah, I mean, he's a big guy. Tim is a big dude. He's my neighbor. So so this looks, I mean, he doesn't look too small for it either, you know, he doesn't. So right now I am saying, you know, 2 thumbs up. So yeah, and like I said, the ease of it collapsing and opening was amazing. So it is a little bit on the heavy side. Now I will tell you, I am, you know, I'm getting stronger because of Tim, because I have to lift him. But to be honest with you, I think you would need to lift weights and see, you know, lift the weight. If this is 50 pounds, you need to lift 50 pounds to see if you can do it or not, if you're able to pick it up physically and put it in the trunk. So that I would try, you know, I would try with that first, because it is heavy and it's awkward. And so I need, like I said, I need to find the technique in order to lift it safely and correctly. That way it doesn't crush my trunk of my car. Plus I don't hurt my back. Plus it doesn't fall on my foot. So yeah, there's a lot of things. So, but just to be, you know, aware that it does weigh enough that, you know, it's going to take some effort. So if you have 2 people to help you, great. If not, you know, it is what it is. So, but double check the weight and then double check how much you can carry yourself. All right, guys, that was it. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.